Alright, first thing we're going to do is set up our notebook paper. Okay, today we're going to divide fractions. Let's get our title and today's date, our objective, student will divide fractions. Alright, first thing we need to review is what we call the reciprocal. Okay, now some of you may remember this from last year. Okay, if I give you 1/2 and I ask you to find the reciprocal, you're just flipping them. Okay, so you just flip the numerator and the denominator. This guy out of the way. Alright, same thing if I give you -3/4. Okay, the reciprocal for that is going to be -4/3. I always just give the numerator the negative sign, just makes it easier, it keeps everything nice and neat. Also, if I give you 1 2/3, okay, you first have to change it to an improper fraction, so you have to do your times plus. 1 times 3 is 3 plus 2 is 5. Then you have to flip it. Okay, so if you have an improper fraction, a mixed number, change it to an improper fraction and then flip it to find the reciprocal. All right. Okay, next thing, rules for dividing your fractions. All right. When you divide fractions, you are really going to multiply by its reciprocal. And another word for a reciprocal is the multiplicative inverse. Okay, you all know it as keep, change, flip. So we could write that down, keep, change, flip. Okay? Now you also have to keep in mind that you have to follow your integer rules. Okay, follow integer rules. Okay, and what I mean by that, if they have the same signs, your answer is going to be positive, just like regular integers if you didn't have fractions. Okay, same signs. All right, your answer is going to be positive. Different signs, your answer is going to be negative. All right, so very important that you follow those integer rules. All right, let's do a few examples. You should be copying all of this into your notebook right now. All right, number 1. All right, if they give you 1/3 divided by 5, first thing you need to do is you need to change your 5 into an improper fraction. That's the first thing you need to do. So it's really 1/3 divided by 5/1. Now you need to keep it, change division and multiplication, and flip your 5/1 to 1/5. Okay, so this is where you're going to keep change, flip. Now, you're multiplying, so you're going to be following your multiplying rules and your integer rules. Okay, can't cross simplify, so just multiply across. 1 times 1 is 1, 3 times 5 is 15. And it's already simplified, so it's going to be 1/15. All right, let's take a look at number 2. All right, here we go. We've got 3/4 divided by -1/2. All right, well, first thing, keep it, change it, flip it. Notice how I give the numerator the negative. Okay, now you can cross simplify. Take a look. You've got 4 and a 2. What number can go into both 2 and 4? 2 can. 2 goes into 2 once, 2 goes into 4 twice. All right. Can't cross simplify anymore, so multiply numerator times numerator. 3 times 1 is 3. 2 times 1 is 2. Now you're here. You get 3 halves. You must simplify. Okay, and that means by changing it back into a mixed number. So go ahead. 2 goes into 3 once. 1 times 2 is 2. Your remainder is 1. So that now becomes your numerator, and denominator stays the same. So you have 3 halves. You need to simplify it, put it back in a mixed number. It's going to be 1 1/2. Now, let's double check our signs. I have a positive times a negative, so I actually have different signs. Okay, so if I have different signs, my answer is going to be -1 1/2. You hate to do all that work and then get it wrong because you missed your negative sign. So be sure to check and make sure you're following your integer rules. All right, let's take a look at number 3. Okay, number 3, we've got -3/4 divided by 1 1/2. Okay, first thing, we've got a mixed number. Well, we need to change this and make it improper before we even start change flipping anything. So change that first. So rewrite it. Okay, you need to do your times plus. So 2 times 1 is 2. Plus 1 is 3/2. Now you're ready. Biggest mistake students make is that they try to flip it and change it to improper all at the same time, and that's where things start going wrong. So just take the time, write the extra step, now keep it, change division to multiplication, and flip it. Now, can we cross simplify? We sure can. All right, we've got 3 goes into 3 once, 3 goes into 3 once. Then we also have our 4 and our 2. 2 goes into 2 once, 2 goes into 4 twice. Okay, now we can multiply it out. Numerator times numerator. 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 1 is 2. Now, look back. We have a negative divided by a positive. Different signs. My answer has to be -1/2. Double check. Make sure your answer is simplified because you always want to have it in simplest form. All right, let's take a look at number 4. We've got 2 1/3 divided by 5. All right, we got a mixed number, we've got a whole number. First thing, before you even do anything, change it to an improper fraction. So do your times plus. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7/3. And put your 5 over your 1. Now you are ready to do your keep, change, flip. So keep it, change it, flip it. Can't cross simplify, so we're just going to multiply across. 7 times 1 is 7. 3 times 5 is 15. Double check your signs. They're both positive. This is simplified, so your answer is going to be 7/15. All right.